Hi guys. Hi guys. Good evening, all of you guys. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone,
Yes.
guys? Can you please confirm is I'm audible?
Yes, I'm able to hear.
Yeah.
Hear.
Thank you, guys. Right. So, guys, just let me introduce myself. This is Vamsi Krishna Guttula here, guys. I was the trainer for your batch, that is your full stack data science. So just before just starting the session, let me give some just a brief introduction regarding myself. Just a small 2 minutes. I don't want to take more time. So just give me 2 minutes time, guys. I'll just let me introduce myself so that you can get to know about my experience and all these things, so that you will get to know about myself, guys. Right. So this it's a small introduction regarding myself. So this is already I told you the name, Vamsi Krishna Guttula. So I'm almost all having around 20 plus years of experience, guys. My 20 years of experience is completely on the database. I have multiple skill sets. You can utilize my whatever my experience and expertise. You can really utilize, guys. So you can ask any questions regarding. But I was not into all the complete technologies, but mainly my specialization is on data, guys. So I was expert in the database management, like Oracle database systems like SQL, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, and apart from that, also database admin, like I know how to take the backups, how to restore the databases generally, and security, mainly security in the database systems. Apart from that, business intelligence, almost all 5 years experience on business intelligence on various BI tools like Microsoft Business Intelligence, Cognos, Informatica. These are some of my expertise. And after that, I was into the big data systems, which is like Spark, Hadoop, Hive. These are going to be some of the technical aspects of the big data systems. And almost all from the last 5, 6 years, guys, it is almost all 6 years. I started in the year 2017. I started working on data science, and with a lot of changes from the last 5, 6 years of time, I can see a lot of changes. From the last 6 years, it is all my expertise is on the data science related technologies. And this is going to be about my expertise, guys. And coming to some certification program, I was certified on AI and ML from IIIT Hyderabad, so which is one of the top one of the top institutes in India. Better you can say that in India, regarding the mainly a lot of research is taking place on AI and ML in terms of with perspective to the information technology. It's IIIT Hyderabad. It's not IIT. It is a IIIT Hyderabad, guys. And I was also collaborated with one of the corporate training, which is XLR. Maybe you heard about that. You can find, guys, XLR. If you have any plan to learn, if you search in the internet about the any data science related training, XLR is also one of the most commonly you can find out, which is one corporate level training, which provides you various training on various technologies, very popular for data science and data analysis programs. They will be providing. Yes, I was also one consultant trainer for them. I delivers various trainings on Power BI, MySQL, data science. These are all my expertise in the XLR, guys. That's it, guys. This is about myself. Okay. So today is your the first introduction class. It's a first introduction class, guys. First, before starting the session, hope all of you can hear me, guys. In the case if you can't hear me properly, so please log in once again, guys. If anybody can't hear me, please log in, guys. So that is what I can say that properly. So you can re-log in once again. Right. So coming to the discussion, guys. So this is my first interactive session with you. So let me tell you about I'm going to take some around 2 to 3 demo classes I'm going to take, guys. So hardly 3 demo classes or 3 to 4 demos I'm going to take it. In these demo sessions, my main target is to clarify most of your most of the questions. Like we can see a mixture of people here. Somebody who is at the entry level, they have to enter into the IT industry. Maybe some of them may be freshers, some of them may be having a time gap of some gap of 2 years, 3 years gap is there. They want to due to some they have searched for various jobs. or they have been they are preparing for some other competitive examinations. Something maybe happened, so due to some reason we have got a gap of 2 to 3 years or some 4 years. Now they want to enter into the IT industry, or some guys are freshers. Maybe most of you may be having some already expertise in various technologies who are already working. They want to shift their domain, or they want to shift their technology, or they want to implement the data science as part of their current working project. So there can be multiple reasons like why you join in this particular the data science demo session. But anyhow, they have a different opinions. The first question is, can I learn the data science? Because you may hear about, once you go through the online, nowadays everything is available online, guys. So once you start looking at the data science, so many questions comes. Like, data science is really data science is going to be, is it possible to learn? Can I learn it? Because they are saying that maths, stats, and something is there. Is it possible to learn? Or let us say that I don't have any programming knowledge. I don't have any prior programming language, any knowledge of any programming. Is it possible for me to learn the data science? Or some people says that for learning data science, Python is required, but I didn't learn any Python. So can I directly start with the data science program? So anyhow, still there are so many different questions that comes. So I know generally what major questions most of you people will get. So my main target is to be, which is going to be, I want to clarify all your questions. Okay, mainly technical discussions I'll make. Along with that, whatever the doubts, whatever the doubts you will get, everything I'm going to clarify while we're going through the discussion, guys. So, and anyhow, we have a different levels of people. All people, all participants are not coming from the same level. So different people will be there. So generally, for some people, it looks like it's a slow class. So for some people, it looks like it is a little bit fast, because all of you are not on the same level, isn't it? So maximum what I will do is, generally what I am talking about here is, who are coming from already, who are working, they prefers to go for PPTs. So generally, if I go for a PPTs, what will happen here is, the working professionals can understand very easily, because working professionals will mostly they will use as PPTs for understanding, or whenever they want to explain something, they use as presentations. But whereas whenever for freshers or something like that, those guys, they don't prefer to go for presentation. It looks like a very higher level. What I'm talking about, they can't understand from the presentations. That's why everybody, we are here to mainly learn. For what purpose you use, that is secondary part, but we want to learn, guys. So my classes will be like more interactive. It's not like in presentations, like a not a corporate level, because I deliver the training in XLR. There we don't write anything. Everything is presentations. Everything from the presentations only they have to learn. We'll just give the presentations and they will learn. They will explain the presentations and over. But here I'm going to do everything as an, you can see, it looks like a classroom training because there is a whiteboard was there. I'll just write it with my digital pen. I'll be using as technology wise. I use as always. I prefer to use a technology. Always I try to minimize the work. So I'm using a digital pen. So it looks like very easily to write it. So anyhow, let me clarify. Let me start with our first discussion, guys. So our course is a full stack data science. It's going to be a full stack data science is our course, guys. First of all, what do you mean to say full stack? What is meaning of data science? Let us talk about that. Let some people calls in a shortcut full stack data science, FSDS. Nowadays, we are learning about something about a full stack. They are talking about full stack AI, full stack UI, full stack Java, full stack data engineer. So everywhere we are talking about something called as a full stack. So what is this full stack, guys? So generally the people who are really working, they knows about them. They knows about them, guys. But what is the people who are freshers or who are not into the IT industry? Let me clarify the first point, guys. What is meaning of a full stack? So let us say that when you are working on a particular project, let us say when you're working on a particular project, guys, we require some different types of tools. We require a different types of technologies to implement one complete project, guys. Okay, when you're working in a project, we require multiple skill sets are required, guys. Previously, how the industry used to work is, for each and every expertise. So let us say that in a project, I require 4 expertise I require. I'll explain with some example. There are 4 expertise are required, guys. So whenever I said 4 expertise, they used to recruit 4 different people. The 4 different people used to work on the project. For example, let us say that one of the expertise has left the company. Then what about the work? What about the work that has to be done by the particular person who has left the company? Again, we have to wait for some other person to recruit him. And after he joins, again, he starts working on them. So what about the remaining 3 people? Because there are not expertise on that work, so they can't work on their particular applications. So that's why what the companies are now looking at is, for example, whenever we require 4 expertise, maybe I'll recruit 4 people, but who are having the knowledge of all the 4 different types of expertise. It may not be expertise in all the 4 requirements or 4 different expertise. At least if he need to be, at least he was expertise in 2 and having a knowledge of other 2 we require, guys. Like for example, let us say this, guys. Let us talk about a data analysis project is there, guys. A data analysis project is there. Let us say that. In data analysis, like what type of people we require, guys? Like we have to require something like an SQL experts are required. Maybe an SQL experts are required, guys. And apart from that, we also require some kind of a data visualization tools, like it may be a Power BI, or it may be something like which is going to be a Tableau. And apart from that, we also can do the data analysis with the help of Python. For example, there are doing some analysis based on the Spark, for example, guys, Apache Spark. So previously, what the companies used to do, they used to recruit they used to hire one SQL expert, one Power BI or a Tableau data visualization tool expert, and let us say that a Spark. Basically, we want to do the data processing. We used to recruit 3 people, guys. But what is the problem here now? If any one of them has been left or not available, so what about the work? Who has to be, which cannot be done by the other experts? Nowadays, the companies are looking for, so you should have the knowledge of SQL, you should be having some expertise on Power BI, and you should be having some knowledge of Spark. So that what happens if in the case, if I have the, if the person who is working on Spark left the company or if is not available, so this SQL expert should come to the Spark and he has to work on that. So that the target is very simple, guys. They want to make the people to work at any level of the project development. It's not that you are only binded to only this particular module. So you should be having a complete knowledge and you should be having the opportunity to work. That's the reason. That is also an advantage to the employee also, guys. So instead of working only on a fixed module, if you're having a complete opportunity to work on the project, he will have the knowledge of end-to-end project will be there. So work also, productivity also will increases. And the person is also going to be having the knowledge about multiple technologies. So having a good opportunities. So easily he can move from one project to another project, he can move like this. But previously it was not like that. One existing project was over. Again, you want to go to the other project means they used to give some training on them, or the person used to be staying on bench for some particular 1 year, 1 month or 2 months. Sometimes it may went up to 6 months also on bench, they used to say that. But nowadays we don't see any persons who are on bench, guys. Maximum on bench employees are not there. Mostly companies are going to be either laying off them, layoffs is taking place, or he has to work on the project. So that is also one advantage. So where the participants, where the employees are having the multiple technologies. So even in the data science also, guys, so it is going to be full stack data science. So that means whatever the skill sets we are learning is not just only to work only in a specific part of a data science project. So you are going to be trained with different techniques, different methodologies we are going to learn, so that you are going to have the opportunity to work at any level you can work with them, guys. So anyhow, I'll tell you, like in the full stack data science, what are the different skill sets that are going to be required. Just an idea, guys. We have to require some skill sets of data analysis. I'm just giving some few skill sets, guys. A data analysis. It's going to be nothing but it's a data cleansing. Okay, and apart from that, it is going to be something like a data visualization skill. And apart from that, we also have something like machine learning. In machine learning, there are so many things are going to be there, guys. We'll discuss machine learning. We are going to be working something about a deep learning concepts. And apart from that, we are going to be working something regarding some NLP, and we are going to be working with something called as a big data systems. So a full stack data science course is going to be not just like an which is going to be learning a tool or learning a software, guys. Multiple skill sets. Even you have to work with something like what we can say, some kind of a cloud related services, guys. And apart from that, data visualization we done, big data systems, cloud computing systems. Apart from that, something like we should also have some knowledge of any Linux or Unix environments also we should be having about that. And apart from that, it is going to be also something like Git and GitHub. So many skill sets are going to be gets required, guys. So don't worry, sir, I have to learn all these skill sets. How can a person can learn all this many skill sets? All of them are going to be related with one and the other, guys. Little bit one and the other we are going to learn it, guys. So we are going to learn about a cloud means. So what you are going to learn cloud, guys? The cloud services, which are everything related to our data science. So we are having some different services related to the AI and machine learning concept. Only those only we will concentrate. We don't work on the complete the Microsoft Azure or AWS. We are not going to work on that. So what about the big data systems? Yes, we are going to work a little bit about the big data systems. Nowadays, we are going to be having something like an Apache Spark was there. So Linux or Unix environment also, it's an operating system, guys. It is not any language, because nowadays, if you want to work with any cloud, or if you want to work with anything, some like a cloud services, etc., they are requiring some kind of a knowledge of any Linux or Unix also. So we also have some little bit idea about the Linux or this one. Even DevOps also, guys. Even it is going to be a little bit knowledge about DevOps is also required. So all these are going to be makes a complete a full stack data science expert. But you need not to be an expert on all these things. Mainly, we have the main important concepts, guys. Machine learning, deep learning, and NLP. These are the mainly the three core areas we are having, guys. So you need not to be an expert in all of them, either one machine learning or a deep learning or NLP or AI, whatever you want to work. And along with that, all the remaining, whatever the skill sets are required, guys. So that is what basically we want to make you understand what exactly we are talking about a full stack data science engineer or a full stack data science expert. One important thing, guys, like what is most of the people does not knows what is data science. So there is a statement in the data science field, guys. It is really hard to find a real data scientist, guys. It is really hard to find a real data scientist. Real data scientist, it's really very hard to find it out, guys. At the same time, finding a real data scientist is hard. At the same time, it is really hard to find a person who knows what exactly a data scientist will do, guys. Hope you are able to understand my point, guys. So how hard it is how hard it is to find a real data scientist. Equivalently, it is that much hard to find a person who really knows what exactly data scientist will do, guys. So different opinions. Ask anybody, guys, what is a data scientist will do? We'll get a different opinions will come, guys. A different statements will come. Yes, in data science field, we have a statement. It is hard to find a real data scientist. Equally, it is really hard to find a person who knows really what a data scientist will do. So that's why let me first clarify some few points, guys. Within 1 or 2 days, I cannot really explain what is a data science, guys. But we'll slowly start with one by one. In the introduction classes also, I'm not starting with any practical, because we are very interested. What is a data science? Because, for example, you're learning Java. So instead of telling about what is Java, why do you require a programming language, using Java, what we can do in real time. If you can explain, okay, you will get some idea. Okay, this is the purpose of Java. Using this Java, we can develop so and so kind of an applications. At the same way, let me explain one by one. First, let us start with my first important concept called as machine learning, guys. And one more thing, guys, if we have any questions, feel free to discuss, guys. Don't hesitate. So I always like to answer the questions, because technically I was very good. If you have any sort of questions, guys, Any sort of questions. Don't just feel that it is a very small question. So how about the other people? Please be expressive. So express your doubts. I was here. I was always love to answer your questions, guys. Okay, technically, because always I prefer to go for a technical discussions. If you have any sort of questions, feel free to discuss, guys. Don't hesitate at all. So please feel to discuss. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. So that is the one advantage we are giving in our training, guys. So we allows you to unmute yourself. Normal in other trainings, you are not allowed to unmute. You can't unmute and you cannot speak. And if you want, you can also chat, guys. If you have any disturbance from your side, if you feel that, you can also use a chat window. There is a chat window was there. So just click on the chat button and just type out your question, guys. Okay. So that is what I'm going to be talking about that is about the same way, guys. And not only the today's class, even a regular class also, you are always allowed to speak. You are always allowed to ask your questions. Okay, fine. Let us start with our machine learning, guys. So anyhow, what exactly the machine learning? So a little bit hard to make you understand within one day itself, guys. So we'll take approximately 2 or 3 days of time. I'll explain the application, guys. Just in the simplest way, I'll make you understand it. If you talk to a bank person, let us talk to a banking person, a banking expertise or a banking employee. You ask him, like, how do you decide? Let's just an example, guys. How do you decide to decide? So let us say that a customer comes and applies a loan. So how do you decide whether the loan approval, how the loan approval is going to take place? So when a customer when a customer comes to a bank and he has applied for a loan, how do you decide it? So loan approval is yes or no. So how it will done? So they says that nowadays they are saying that in our company or in our bank, there is one AI system was there. There is an AI system. So many people think that AI is different, machine learning is different. No, guys. Machine learning is a part of your AI. So once again, I'm saying the bank expert says that we have an AI system was there, which is going to decide whether the loan approval should be done or should not be done will be decided by an AI system. What is an AI system, guys? We all of you know that AI stands for artificial intelligence. I'm not talking about what is AI stands for. What is an AI will do? AI system is nothing but just like the humans itself is going to take the decisions, guys. Generally, we use a term called as which is going to mimics the human behavior. Which is going to mimics. What is meaning of mimics, guys? Which behaves just like a humans, which is going to mimics the human behavior. So the bank expert says that we have an AI system in our bank, which is going to decide whether to give the loan or whether not to give the loan to a particular customer. How the AI system knows? Then if you ask him, let us say that, did you written any program for that? No. Generally, the bank person does not knows what is the AI system is developed. He knows how to use it. But if you go to the other side, the technical side of the AI system, what has been happened, guys? It's very simple technique, guys. This system was given the past customers data, guys. The past customers will be there, right? Who has been given the loans, the past customers data will be given. So the past customers data means we already know them, whether they repaid their loans, whether they didn't repay the loans, what is the status is there. Let us say that it is repaid. Some customers repaid, some customers are not repaid their loans. We have the lot of information, their age, their salaries, let us say their genders, how much is going to be the loan amount. Lot of information is available with us. Yeah. Yes, I'll share the training syllabus. Yes, please just give me some time. I'm going to share you the what is the syllabus for that, right? Yes, Chandrasekhar, right. Fine. Right. So once again, guys, what we are going to be gets working here is, which is going to be nothing but an AI system. So which is going to take a decision how the loan, whether to whom the loan should be approved and the loan should not be approved, guys. So how the AI system knows about that? Did you written any program for that? Did we written any code for that? No, guys. The AI systems are nothing but nothing but mimics like a human behavior. But how it has been understands to whom the loan should be given, we are not going to write any program for that, guys. We have the past customers data. Once if you give the past customers data was given to the AI machine, the AI machine is going to studies this data, guys. Itself is going to learns the data. Itself is going to learns the data. So which age group of customers are repaid? Which age group of customers are not repaid? Or which type of salaries of the customers has repaid? Which salaries has been not repaid? Or which type of gender has repaid? Which genders has been not repaying? Or what is the loan amount? What is the loan duration? It will study all that information and it is going to develops a kind of a model it will develops, guys. That means the machines are going to learn from the past data, guys. So what the machines are going to do, guys? The machines are going to, they learn from the past data. Very simple, guys. Understand the past, analyze the past, and based on that, we can take a decision, guys. Like for example, if I ask, if anybody asks you, will it rain tomorrow? Tomorrow will it rains or not? For example, tomorrow will it rains or not? Can you tell me tomorrow whether it will rains or not? How do you decide it, guys? How do you decide it? So from the last 10 days, what happened? Let us say that in the last 10 days, 8 days it has rained. For a simple example, guys, 8 days it has been rain and 2 days there was no rain, guys. That means simple, I can say that from the past, what I understood is 80% chance probability that there will be rain and 20% chances that it is going to be there is no rain will be there. So whenever I ask tomorrow whether it will rain or not, so simply I'll say that 80% chances that it will rain, 20% chances that it won't rain. How I was able to do that? I analyzed the past 10 days data. So that is what we are going to call it as a machine learning. So what is the AI system, guys? An AI system is going to be nothing but which takes some decision just like a humans. But if the AI system has to take a decision, first of all, it has to learn something from the past data. That learning procedure is going to be done by using machine learning, guys. That is going to be done with the help of some kind of a machine learning. A driverless cars, guys. What is a driverless car? Without having a driver, the car will drive. But how it is going to drive? In which case it has to stop? At which signal it has to stop? At which signal it has to slow down? What type of signboards are represented? What? First of all, it has to be given some. The machines need to learn from some past data, guys. That is what we are going to call it as a machine learning. So whenever you want to develop an AI system, first of all, the main important point is machine learning, guys. Machines has to learn from the data. That is the first main important concept, guys. So first we'll concentrate on machine learning, and after that we'll decide something about the what is AI, what is deep learning, what is NLP. All these things we'll discuss in the coming classes, guys. So today I'm going to start with just an example, guys, an introduction part of what is machine learning. Simple, guys. What is machine learning? Data was given to the machines, guys. The data was given to the machines. Machines are going to learn the data. That's the reason why we call it as machine learning, guys. And whatever the machine has learned, it is going to give you some kind of an useful insights it will give you, guys. Just an example. Let us say that in our previous example, I said that in last 10 days, it was 8 days, it was rain and 2 days, it was not rain. But whenever you give it to the machine will do a thorough analysis, guys. Like on day 1, how the temperature was there. It's simply what we are doing. Just whether it is rain or whether it is not rain. That is only what we are studying, guys. But it is not like that. We should not do like that, right? So on a rainy day, how the temperature was there. On the day which it was not rain, how the temperature was there. So how about the humidity? How about the wind? Okay, how about the outlook is there? Something like that. There are some factors which will decide, guys. So whether it will rain or not, simply we cannot say that. So 80% chances that it will rain. In which conditions it was rain? In which conditions it was not rain? In which conditions the status is repaid? In which condition the status was not repaid? So we are trying to study the behavior of that particular customer depending on various features. Depending on various features, guys. Generally, we know that whenever there are 1 or 2 features are there, Humans can easily analyze the data, guys. As an experts, we can do that. Statisticians, the mathematicians, we can do that. But problem here is nowadays there are a lot of features has came, guys. Dependencies has been increased. So the status of whether the customer repaid his loan or not is not only depends on the age, it also depends on various factors. His age, his salary, his what is going to be loan amount, whether he was married or not married, whether the spouse is working or not, how many children they have, whether they stays in a rented house or not, whether he have a two-wheeler or not, a four-wheeler or not. There are a lot of factors are available. So studying the behavior of a variable depending on multiple factors, for humans, it is becoming very complex. Higher dimensions data, guys. So data is higher dimensions. Normally, when you do the visualizations, guys, maximum how many dimensions we can visualize, guys? Hardly 2D or 3D we can visualize, guys. Beyond that, we cannot visualize it. Isn't it? Hardly 2D is 2D visualizations we can do, guys. Hardly, if a little bit effort, 3D visualizations we can do. But how about 4D, 5D, 6D? How can you do that? But number of dimensions has been got increased here, guys. More and more factors, more and more dependencies has been came. So we are taking the help of the machines to study the behavior of the customers, whatever the status is there. Not only status, it can be anything, guys. The behavior of a variable, generally this is what we call it as dependent variable, and all these are what we are going to call it as the independent variables. So the machines will study how this dependent variable varies with respect to the independent variables. That is what we are trying to do in a machine learning concept, guys. So what is machine learning, guys? Data was given to the machine. Machines are going to be studies the data and gives you some insights. Based on some insights, we can do some kind of a predictions. So in a simple way to understand that, if you give the past customers data, the machine is going to study all that past customers data, and it will predict to which customer we should give the loan, to which customer we should not give the loan. It will predict this customer is having a high chance of becoming a defaulter. He may not repay the amount. He may pay the amount. So for that customers, you can give the loan. This customer may not repay the amount again back. Why? Because the past customers' behavior is like that. So same age group of people, the same salary group and same marital status. In the past, we found that they have not paid the EMS promptly. So this customer is also having a high chance of becoming a defaulter. So don't give a loan. So based on that insights, we can do the prediction, guys. So data was given to the machines. Machines are going to study the data. Whatever it has been studied, it will give you in an insights format, some kind of an insights. Based on the insights, we can do the prediction. Then what is our main expertise here, guys? So what is our main? Now everybody is talking about data science at very higher level. So if you look at the process, we are saying that data was given to the machine is going to find the insights, and based on the insights, we can do the prediction. But the main objective here is machines will learn, guys, fine, we'll accept it. But machine does not learns by itself, no, guys. Machine is going to be does not learns by automatically by itself. So what is exactly the machine learning expert is going to do is that we will help the machines to learn. Machines automatically they don't learn, guys. With the help of our instructions only, it is going to learn. Instruction means we don't do each and every instruction. I have to tell. So this is the data, this is the format we have to learn. Main important is machines are going to learn with the help of, maybe you already heard about this, guys. So already have heard about this. Maybe it is going to be nothing but the machine learning algorithms. We have to study the machine learning algorithms, guys, with the help of some algorithm. So here, as in whatever our training process is going to be, what are the different algorithms are there? Which algorithm should be used for solving of different problems? Every real-time problem may not be the same, guys. Different companies will have a different problems. So as I said that in banking applications, we want to have a system which will decide to whom the loan should be given. Maybe in some other example, it may be some other problem statement. Okay. So every problem statement cannot be solved in the same way. So we have a different types of algorithms. So the main complexity is learning these algorithms only, guys. just for a small timing, I'm writing it, guys. We have a different types of algorithms. Like, because nowadays everything has been open, guys. Everything is available in the online and internet. So even you don't know what is that, you may hear about that. Decision trees, KNN, SVMs. These are all the different algorithms, guys. Neural networks. Neural networks are part of deep learning, guys. So neural networks, so many are there, guys. We are having linear regressions. We are having a logistic regressions. So many different types of algorithms we are going to be having, guys. So how the algorithms will help the machines to learn, in which scenarios we have to use which kind of an algorithm. That is what we are going to learn in our data science class, guys. My main specialization is, guys, these algorithms only. Without knowing how the algorithm works, there is no use of applying the machine learning algorithms, guys. If you don't know how without knowing how a decision tree works, or what is the concept behind the decision tree, you can apply the machine learning algorithms, guys. But there is no use of that. Because if you don't know how they will work, we can't control. If we can't control, we cannot make any efficiency from the applications. So that's why we should know the internals of the algorithm. So my main specialization, my main expert is explaining these algorithms with a clear explanation, because I've done a lot of research on this case. I have done a lot of research starting from 2017 to 2019. I've done a lot of research. After completion of my research, I have done the certification from IIIT Hyderabad in 2019. But 2017 to 2019, it is a lot of research has been done. So what is, generally if you see, what is training, what is testing? It's a very really hard to understand, guys, what is training and what is testing. Don't think that training and testing means we'll write a program. What is meaning of testing, guys? Normally in any programming language, what is meaning of testing? We'll write a program. Whether the program is working correctly or not, we are going to test it. But in machine learning, testing means not like that, guys. Here we are going to do the training. Training means machine is going to learn. So in testing means how much efficiently it has been learned. We'll evaluate it. So that is a technique. There is a specific steps will be there, guys. So how do you evaluate how much extent the model has learned properly? How much extent the training has done effectively? We have to evaluate it. There are a lot of steps will be there, guys. There are a lot of metrics will be there. We have to learn all that kind of a metrics. So my complete expertization is on these particular concepts only. So there is going to be something called as a confusion matrix. So if you want to really understand confusion matrix, somebody has to explain them properly. If you don't explain properly, you can't understand what is a confusion matrix. So what are true positives? What are false positives? What are true negatives? What are false negatives? There are so many numbers are going to be there, guys. There are so many metrics will be there. So very interesting topic also, guys. There is very interesting topic. There are some new topics, new numbers will be there. What is precision? What is recall? What is going to be F1 score, or what is F1 measure, or F measure we call it as? What is going to be R squared value? What is going to be mean absolute error? What is going to be mean absolute error? MAE, what they call it as RMSE. Root mean squared error, what is going to be root means MSE? RMSE, root mean squared error, what is that? What is the Silhouette score? What is going to be an elbow method? All of them are mathematical techniques, guys. Simple mathematics. There are not any complex mathematics. One more question is, sir, if you want to learn machine learning, is you want to learn about any mathematics? Yes, absolutely, guys. But you need not to learn mathematics. You have to understand the mathematics. Understand what is the math behind them. So this is how it will works. If we can explain them, that is going to be sufficient, guys. You need not to write any formulas. You need not to develop any theories. You need not to derive any formulas. Nothing to write, guys. You have to understand the formula what I explained. This is the math behind them. So this is a value the machine will calculate. If you know that, if you understand the explanation, that is sufficient, guys. So understand the maths is sufficient, but not for learning of the maths. Hope all of you understood the difference, guys. Learning is different. Learning means you have to just learn the things. Understand means whatever the concept I explain, if you can just simply understand it, that is sufficient. Why? Because we don't write any code, we don't write any logics, we don't write any formulas. Okay. So it is always a conceptual based, guys. If you understand the concept only, we can apply the things. Implementation is very easy, guys. Implementation is done by Python. Python is a very simple language, guys. It is a very
Um,
simple language. Yes.
Vamsi, sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm Pari here. So
Yeah,
when
go ahead.
you meant like there are certain algorithm
Mm.
which is actually based on some mathematical concepts,
Yes,
right?
absolutely, absolutely.
So there mathematics is basically a broad area, right? It's another
Yeah.
question. So
Yes.
so what are the subfield of mathematics will be
Yes.
used in machine learning or whatever the machine
Yeah,
learning or deep learning or whatever it
yeah.
is.
Mostly. That means there are so many things are there, but major concepts that most of the machine learnings is going to be depends is one is going to be your linear algebra. Okay. And second one is going to be probability. And the third one is going to be derivatives. So these are the mainly derivatives. These are the mainly the main concepts. Most of the machine learning concepts are depending on that,
Okay.
right? So mostly there are some other names are also there, but majority of the machine learning algorithms will works is linear algebra, probability theory, and derivatives concept. Calculus, which is a derivatives a part of the calculus. Maybe again, if I say derivatives means again you'll go back to your 10 plus 2 standards. Oh, it's very long back we have learned. No need to learn. See, deep learning specifically uses derivatives. So only thing is we are going to understand how using derivatives, how the deep learning is solving a problem. But we don't write any derivatives. We need not to write any formula for that. Or you need not to say that this is a calculation for a derivative. You have to know how the deep learning will work. If you want to know the deep learning working principle, you should know what is meaning of a derivatives concept. Why the derivatives concept is there. Generally, we all of you know that what is d by dx of which is going to be x square is equal to nothing but which is going to be 2x, right? So that is not the formula here. So you don't worry about that. Again, we'll going back to 10 plus 2 standards. It's very long back to study about that. But what is a derivative is explaining that. Derivative is explaining how this particular function is going to varies for a small change in the x. That is what the deep learning concept is going to be based on that. So what are the principles of that and how it is going to works. So it is good to go like a little bit back to our school days and college days. And at that time, maybe I'm having 20 years of experience means my school days, you can imagine. It is before 2000. My school days are there before 2000. My 10 plus 2 was before 2000 itself. Almost all my engineering was completed in the year 2001 itself. So at that time, we don't have any YouTube videos. We don't have these online resources. Now it has become very easy. So if you want to learn linear algebra, so there are some lot of resources are there. So I'm going to recommend you later. It's not right. It's required. It is going to be, we have some site called as which is going to be Math is Fun. Using the Math is Fun, you can find out all the theories, whatever I explaining you, you can do that. One is going to be algebra we can do and calculus we can do here now. So whatever the linear algebra concept, what exactly the linear algebra concept and all these things will be there. So it's simply like again going back to our school days and college days and doing the calculations here now. So mainly calculus and mainly we have to study something called as a derivatives concept. So see how simple the work has become now. So if you see, this is going to be how the derivative plotter is going to be existing, how the x cube curve is going to be looks like. So this is how the x cube curve will looks like and how the derivative, the slope is going to be changing. You can see clearly how basically it is going to be changing here now. Can you see this? Why? Because derivative of x cube is equal to nothing but 3x square. So the x square, the curve is going to be something which is going to looks like this. It's a purely interactive. I'm not doing anything at all. Just if you see this, you can understand in an animated way, you can understand the concepts. So it's not that much basic level you need not to go, but there are some opportunities are there to learn the things in a very easy way. We can study them, right?
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Right, guys. Okay. So once again, let us come back to our application. So mainly what I'm saying is, guys, we should learn. Our target is very simple. So which algorithms, how they will works. If you know that, Then only you can decide which problem statement can be solved by which type of algorithms. If you don't know how the algorithm will work, it is like a trial and error method. Apply a decision tree, apply a KNN, apply an SVM, apply a neural networks. So how can you do that? Isn't it? So that's why if you are confident with a particular algorithm, so you will be understanding about that. Okay, this is our problem statement. How to solve this problem? This is a technique I have to apply. Which kind of an algorithm? So how it will algorithm will works? How to control the algorithm? So even data science, the definition of data science itself says that it is nothing but a study about algorithms only. Not only algorithms, we learn a different types of, we uses a different types of techniques, methodologies. We are going to use a different types of systems. We are going to use algorithms. Finally, our target is only one thing, guys. Get some insights from the data. Understanding the data is our target. That is what the data science is meant for. So we have the data, we have to understand the data. For that, what techniques we'll use, what methodologies we are going to use, different type of systems, different types of algorithms we are going to use. Finally, we want to get some insight from the data. Using that insights, we want to do some kind of a predictions. That is what basically the machine learning is talking about that, guys. Okay. Anyhow, I'll give you a little bit more and more discussions in the coming classes. I'll take, guys, I'll take 3 to 4 demos I'm going to take. Please attend the 3 to 4 demos. We can attend at a free of cost. And after that, once if you are satisfied with our course curriculum and all these things, so you can just, then you can start registering for the course. And now coming to the class timing and all these things, guys, let me clarify that. It's going to be the class timing is from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. initially, guys. It is 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. initially. Initially, guys. Initially means for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. After that, it will be extended up to 7:30 p.m. But because initially, generally what we are going to do is, because we are at beginning phase, we don't want to put more things on a single day. So 2 weeks, guys. Hardly it is going to be 2 weeks. It will be 1 hour. After that, it will be extended to 1.5 hour class, guys. So 6 to 7:30 p.m. is your class timing, guys. And what is going to be the duration, guys? So coming to the duration, I think you all of you don't immediately worry about that because you've seen that now, guys. So 11 months, 9 months. Okay, the some people says that it is going to be 24 months. We have a lot of trainings are there, guys. So obviously the training is a new technology, new concept. So we have to learn everything from the scratch. You cannot just compare with Java and you cannot go ahead. So hardly it is going to take somewhere around 4 to 5 months. We can say more than 5 months only it is going to take, guys. So we can say hardly it is going to be 5 months program, guys. Starting from beginning to end, you will be having a, which is going to be 5 months program is there, guys. And generally, I'll tell you how the class is going to be because I generally works with the various corporate levels. So I'll see the corporate style of how they will make the candidates to learn, even it's a freshers or laterals, whatever it may be. Generally for every day, guys, every day it's a before beginning the session, there will be a quick test will be there, guys, which I'm going to share you a Google form. Just a simple test, guys. It's a simple MCQ questions. Okay, how this test will be conducted, guys, depending on the previous topic what we discussed. What is our objective for that? Yesterday we learned some topic. So how much you have been under, that means it's not practical, just simple terminologies on very simple test. It will take hardly 2 to 3 minutes time. That's it. Hardly 5 questions will be there, which will take 2 to 3 minutes of time. Just some definitions, some terminologies what we have learned in the previous class. Based on that only the test will be conducted, guys. So almost all every day I'll conduct it. Depending on that, sometimes it may changes once in a 2 days because if I find that yesterday's topic does not have that much things to learn, but maximum will day, guys. Every day 5 questions will be there. Quickly MCQ questions. Apart from that, we'll also have some kind of an case studies based on every concept, every topic we learn. To get some practice, we are going to be having a different types of practice tests also will be given, guys. Mainly in this case, it's very easy, guys. In data science, case studies are very easy, guys. If I simply give a data set and ask you to do some analysis, that is sufficient with that. Not like your programming languages, because mostly we'll work with the data sets only. So there will be so many practice tests will be there, guys, based on the different topics, based on the different modules, based on each and every algorithm we are going to learn. We'll step by step, guys. Wherever we done one concept, one case study. Whenever we done one module, one case study. Like that, you will be having some kind of a practice test, so that even if you miss the class, that means even if you don't practice it in the classroom also, at least for the sake of the attending the test or taking the test, so you will be having at least on the test day also, at least you are going to recap all the sessions or whatever the topics we have been learned. There is an interactive environments will be there, automatically a lot of help will be there. So even if you don't remember the topic also, we can get the help documentation, and everything we can do it by itself. So that means nothing but our concentration is not on which is going to be corporate level trainings are different, guys. So they want to immediately apply them because they want to make the participants to work on them. So they don't want to make the study. So how the implementation has to take place, that is what we are going to be learning, guys. So I'll also follow the same thing: weekly test, module level test, case studies, practice sessions, and every day 2 to 3 minutes there will be test will be there, guys. 5 simple questions based on the previous day. Whatever previous day we have learned, what are the terminologies, based on that it will be there. Even starting from the first class itself, guys. Means once I start with the Python introduction, let us say that today I discussed about what are the features of Python. Tomorrow, a small questions, MCQs based on the features of Python. Today we discussed about data types. Tomorrow, just a small test on the which is going to be data types in Python. Or what are the operators we discussed. So what type of outputs? Just simple questions only, guys. So that it will cover all the concepts, whatever we have discussed on the day. So that you are not going to lose the pace. So the same will continue. So today we learn this topic. So before tomorrow's class, what topics we covered in the previous day. So just recap the sessions, and then we'll go ahead with the next day concepts. So that is the way our planning is going to be there, guys. Okay. And coming to the course curriculum also, guys, I'll share you the course curriculum to everyone, so that we'll also get the clarity about that. And anyhow, my backend team also will share you those details also, guys. Just give me a second. Just give me a second, guys. Yeah. So this is our course curriculum, guys. So, and anyhow, we keep on changes, guys. Keep on changes means what we are going to do is we'll add some new things. We are going to, it's not that we'll follow, guys. Every batch will be having some new topics will be added, guys. This is a standard which we are going to be using, guys. So we can see we'll start with core Python. So why we learn Python, I'll tell you, guys. We are going to start with the core Python topics, guys, where we are going to be having 2 weeks on the core Python learning. Then we'll work with NumPys, Pandas, data visualization skills, machine learning, R language, deep learning, NLP. Lot of topics are there, guys. Even there is a Power BI, some kind of an Azure related ML, how to develop the chatbots. Okay, Hadoop, which is going to be Spark, Plotly, and the Dash reporting. So NLP related, these are all going to be the subtopics, guys. In every subtopic, in every concept, what are the subtopics are there? You can see all the subtopics, guys. For example, see the data visualization, guys. These are going to be data visualizations. So we can see plot types, matplotlib modules, scatter plots, line plots, which is box plots, bar charts, pie charts, subplotting, customizing the plots, seaborn libraries, how to work with the seaborn libraries, advanced plotting, how to do that, bouquet module, all these things. Generally, these are standard timings, guys, but we are not at corporate level. Corporate level means if you say 6 days means it should be done in 6 days. That's it. We cannot extend even one day extra also. But here it is not like that. So it depends on our learning, depending on our questions, depending on examples, it will extend, guys. Generally, we can add another plus 10%. Extra another 10% you can add it, guys. So extra 10% it will extend it. It's not exactly like a corporate. For example, if we work with XLR, 15 days is our Power BI training. 15 days for every day, 2 hours. It is going to be 30, exactly 30 hours we have to complete off. There is no extra, there is no extension. Every day-to-day topic they'll give. On day 1, this is a topic. Day 2, this is a topic. We have to cover them. With the help of the presentations, practical, theory, everything should be done on the same day. But here it is not like that, because we are not a corporate level it is going to be. But we want to just make everybody to study the concepts and learn everything from the particular implementations. So this is just an idea about our course curriculum. I'll share you, guys. In the chat window, I'm going to share you. So whoever you want to get, you can just download and you can have a look into that once. let me share you guys. Just give me a second. Just a minute, guys.
Per week, how many days we are going to have the class?
It's a 6
Vamsi?
days a week. It's a 6 days a week. Initially, just I said that no, 1 or 2 weeks only we'll be having a 5 days a week. But regularly it is a 6 days a week because topics are very lengthy, right? Your duration is high, right? If I take a 5 days a week means you can understand how many days. It may extend for another 1 month or etc. It will take it. So generally it is a 6 weeks. It's a 6 days a week.
Monday
And
to
what is the
Saturday.
cost, sir?
Monday to Saturday.
Yeah, Monday to Saturday.
And what is the cost, sir? I
Cost
didn't
is
get
going
it.
to be 16K. 16,
Okay.
16K. 16K is the cost of that. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm going to share you the details, guys. So you can just, I've shared you the link. I've just shared you the Excel sheet regarding our course curriculum. So you can just go through that particular document, that particular, what are the content is there. If you have any doubts, you can just, we can discuss it in the tomorrow's class, guys. Right. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So that's it. I don't want to just extend already. I think it is more than 1 hour, almost all 1 hour discussion we're done. Yes, I just, before ending the session, guys, I just like to take some questions from you. So if you have any questions, I can just clarify some of your questions and then we can end up for today, guys. Yeah. Anyone, guys, if you have any questions, you can just speak. Duration, I told you, know, guys, it is going to be 4 to 5 months, more than 5 months you can take. And the course fee is going to be 16K is the course fee, guys.
Yes, sir. So actually, we are working professionals, so our office timings would be around 12 to 9 p.m. So is there any
Okay.
chances for modifying the times actually?
Modifying the time means you have to wait for. So we have the batches, morning, evening, we have the batches will be
Yeah,
there.
we are actually prefer for morning.
Yes. Then you have to just wait for a maybe because we are going to be, we'll have a regular classes. It's not that it is going to be only one batch. So even we have a 9:30 batches are also there. 9:30 is there. Morning 6:30 batches are also there. So
Okay.
if you are looking for some any alternative timing, please inform our backend team. So whenever a new batch starts, they will inform you about the new batch.
Yes, and do we get a video recording of the
Yes,
previous
one more.
person?
Yes, obviously it's not previous this one. It is currently whatever the current, whatever the live recording. For example, today's session was there. So today's session is going to be available for you in the Google Drive. They will be sharing those particular things, and even all the
Okay.
classes recording videos, all the materials, all the test, everything is going to be through the Google Drive only. We are going to give it, guys. And one more thing also, if you, as I said that no, my Python classes are only basic classes. That is whatever that is sufficient for data science, only that extent only. If you want to explore more and more about the Python, you will also get a free Python videos also, guys. Almost all, which is Python videos are around 170 videos will be there. Normally that will cost you around 170 videos. That will cost you around 4K. So that is going to be, you are going to get it a free of cost along with your course. 16K, you need not to pay any money for these videos. That generally cost you 4K. Normally, if you want to buy it from the DurgaSoft, the store, that we are going to give you the access at a free of cost. So you can also explore those videos also. We can explain it. Yes, absolutely. Regarding the projects we are going to do, because we have a lot of examples. We are going to do a lot of examples, case studies. That is up to your interest. If whatever you are interested are there, you can do a lot of projects, lot of case studies we can do, guys.
And will it be a live? I mean, will it be a live projects? And do we have any
Live
internship?
we
Something?
don't provide any internship here now, but we are going to give you the live projects. We are going to give you. We are going to share with our. We'll do the examples here, and we are going to share those particular details with you because see, all these are going to be related to data itself. If you have the data, you can do a project here now. So we have some examples which we are going to be working practically with the real data sets. We are going to work with them.
And in case if we have any doubt, do we have any live chat community or something
Yeah.
like that?
We'll have a which is going to be Telegram group will be created for our batch. So in the Telegram group, you can have your questions and all these things. If you have any issues regarding anything, you can just post the questions, which me and my backend team will be there as part of the group. So if it is any technical, I am going to answer. If it is any non-technical, my backend team is going to answer your questions through the group.
Okay, thanks.
So about job opportunities, once we complete the course,
Yes, yeah. So absolutely. So everyone here is too for getting a job opportunities. I say that we give the assistance for you. So it is from my side. It's not from any DurgaSoft side. We don't have any separate team for that. But because I have some various corporate links and corporates that are going to be, we have some opportunities will be coming. Along with that, even regularly in my LinkedIn profile and my Naukri profile, I also get a job opportunities. So I'm going to share those particular details. Whatever if you have any doubts or if you have anything to be discussed, anything related to, I can say that there is a job assistance will be given. So if you are really, if you are going to be putting all your efforts, and if you are really serious about getting a job or changing your current job, so I'm going to provide you the 100%. It is going to be, I'm going to support you. So just attending the classes, going away, if I'm not getting a job, means I can't do anything there. So if you're really serious and if we are practicing, if you have regular practice and regular, if you are at committed level, so really 100%, I'm going to be give a complete 100% assistance from my side will be given to you.
Oh, that's great.
Okay,
Thank you.
fine. Right, guys. Any technical questions, guys? I didn't
Yeah,
get any
so
technical
actually,
questions basically.
yeah, actually based
Yeah.
on this AML, whatever you showed
Mm.
us, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
so on the further classes, like what all will be covering? Because the main motto of like we have been looking for the project. I mean, this courses are like only for focusing on this AML stuff. So
Mm.
it would be more helpful if you cover more specific deep with respect to the machine learning concepts.
Yes, yes, absolutely. You just once you go through my machine learning, have you seen that my Excel sheet?
Yes, yes, I saw that.
Have you seen the machine learning individual topics?
Yes, yes. No, no.
Then,
Basically, we are having a good background about the Hadoop or other stuffs are there,
mhm.
but we are more concerned only about this machine learning.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt at all. So if you see the course curriculum also, those Hadoop and all these things are going to be like, you can see we didn't given that much preference. Mainly, if you see the
Mhm.
main topics are going to be our deep learning and machine learning is going to be taking more time. It is going to be there. So machine
Okay.
learning, if you can see, almost all 31 days it is taking. Deep learning is going to be taking almost all 22 days. It is almost all 55 days. It is going to be taking almost all in this machine learning, the deep learning concepts only. These
Okay.
are all prerequisite. These we don't give any that much preference for now. These are going to be just added things. So we don't give 4 days, 4 days, 4 days only. But main topics is
Okay.
machine learning. All machine learning concept, if you see that, all examples will be there. All machine learning algorithms. So how the evaluation, KNNs, what is decision trees, what are going to be the KNNs with the real data sets, how do you work with that, what is information gain, what is entropy, what is Gini index, clustering algorithms, all examples. Mainly I told, these are going to be the main, whatever the important topics. How do you evaluate the model performance, improving of model performance? All these are going to be the main important concepts of your machine learning.
Okay, sure. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
fine. Right, guys. Any others, guys? Any questions? Right.
So
I
last
have
question now.
I have
Yeah, yeah,
When
yeah.
will
I
the
have one more
actual
question.
class
Yeah, just
starts?
one by one, one by one. Yeah, class regular. It's going to be generally 3-4 days. We'll have a demos. After that, we'll start with our regular classes. With Python, we'll start with that initially for 2 weeks. Then we move to NumPy, Pandas, and all these things. We'll go ahead like that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yes, somebody is asking a question.
What is the prerequisite,
Uh,
technology? I'm
generally,
sorry, I
technology
joined
wise,
last minute.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. I didn't discuss about that. Nobody has asked the question. But one thing I suggest here is there is no prerequisite. But generally, our expectation is at least you are from mathematical background, minimum requirement, and at least if you have some little bit knowledge about what is data, why should I understand the data? So if you have a little bit technology wise, there is no requirement. Everything I'm going to start from this one. But really, if you have a knowledge of SQL, or if you have a really some idea about some kind of a programming language like or C or Java something, it is really easy for you to understand the Python. Apart from that, it's not mandatory. But if you want to easily correlate the concepts, whatever we have been learned, if we have a little bit knowledge, easily we can understand the concept, or it may take a little bit time to understand. That's it. But there's specifically no prerequisite for that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Just if you are from mathematical background, if you are having, even if you're not from mathematical background, at least if you have an interest to learn maths, if you're having an interest to study about the data, because data is always boring basically. So unless and until you work with the data, Data is always boring, just seeing a lot of values. That is not the main interest. We don't want to see the value. What is the data? What is the story the data is telling? If you're really interested in that, that is sufficient for that.
Again, Pari here,
Yeah.
one more
Yeah.
question.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Go.
probably, I don't know whether it's the correct time, but
Yeah.
what are the libraries we use for machine learning and deep learning,
Yes.
like in Python?
Yeah. So mainly machine learning, we are going to use scikit-learn. sklearn is what we are going to call it as.
Mhm.
And apart from that, for machine learning, for deep learnings, we use as Keras, we use as a TensorFlow, and we are going to be using PyTorch. These are the popular libraries which we are going to be working with that.
Okay.
Right. If you see, machine learning, scikit-learn is popular. For machine data science, for deep learning, Keras is going to be most, it is going to be. But nowadays, TensorFlow from Google and PyTorch is from Facebook. These are all the frameworks which has been got developed by them. So they're also most popularly TensorFlow. But basically, when you want to work with some GPU related operations, then it is going to be more useful. Otherwise, scikit-learn and Keras is sufficient for us.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Thank you.
So thank you guys. Thanks all of you for your time, for your learning basically. Okay. So tomorrow we'll connect at the same time with the same link. A couple of days we'll go for a demos. And after that, we'll start with our regular classes in a couple of days, guys. Okay. So thanks all of you guys.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
once again, thank you all of you for your good questions also. I always love to answer your questions. So feel free. Don't hesitate at all. Even if it's a small doubts also, you can feel free to discuss with me, guys. Okay. Thanks
Thank
all
you.
of you.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll
Thank
meet
you.
up in the tomorrow's class, guys. Thanks all of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.